Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. My name is Haria May, and if you don't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button and that like button and the notification bell so you can stay up to date for when I post. Today's video is going to be a full face of makeup routine. Now, I'm not really like a makeup guru, but I've been getting into it more and more, and I personally think I've been improving. So I'll let you guys be the judge of that. So I have products from all different brands, all different products, all different brands. The one thing I may not be using in this video is a foundation, just because as you can see, I'm very pale because it's winter. My summer shade, I have these two foundations. This is the Matte Poreless by Maybelline. This is the Maybelline Fit Me Matte Poreless Normal to Oily Fit Me foundation in the color 320 Natural Tan. This is not my color right now. Then I have the e.l.f. Flawless Satin foundation in the shade 300 Sand. Not my color right now. So we may be able to make something shake by mixing this with concealer or something. But without further ado, let's get into the video. Okay, so today I'm going to be using the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. This primer works really good for me. I'm not really sure if it gives like more of a satin finish, so not like matte but not dewy, so I really like that. And I'm also going to be using the Putty Primer applicator from e.l.f. as well. So I like to just take it and like swirl it around. And I put primer in my T-zone. So I'll put it like underneath my eyes and on my nose, a little bit on my forehead. And you can already I feel like with primer, you can see the difference so quickly. And primer definitely, I used to not use primer, guys. I used to just put my makeup on my skin, which is okay. And I know that a lot of people probably still don't use primer. And if you don't need it, that's great. I mean, I don't feel like anybody necessarily needs it, but now it has definitely become a necessity of my makeup routine. So I like to use, like I said, a more satiny finish of a primer just because I go for a matte look when it comes to like the finish of my whole look. I like it to be matte, but I like a little shine, you know, a little dewiness underneath, keep me moisturized, keep me hydrated. So I'm just gonna put a little bit more underneath my eyes because I think that that's definitely my problem area where I have the most creasing and all of that. So like I said, I just make sure to really get in the T-zone is the most important for me, just because I feel like that's where my makeup wears off the fastest. So that's where I go with the primer first, and then I bring it around everywhere. Sometimes I bring it on my neck because I like to put makeup on my neck as well. Okay, so we're finished with primer. So then in my order, I like to do primer, and then I like to conceal and let that sit for a little bit. Then I like to do my brows. Then I go into all of my other cream blush, cream contour, cream everything else. Oh wow. I did not realize that this concealer is like almost gone. Do you guys see that? It's like, don't focus on me. My concealer is like almost gone. I guess I would say that concealer is what I use the most of because sometimes I do a simple look like with just like some concealer. Oh my gosh. And my concealer in the winter kind of becomes my foundation as well, like I was saying, because this is more my color right now. That is a shame. That is a shame. This is my concealer is more my color right now than my foundation is. That's crazy. I'm using the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer in the shade Light Beige. So I take my concealer and I go, of course, underneath the eyes. So I like to just make like a little triangle underneath here. And then I've been bringing it closer to my nose because I've been doing like reverse contour with my nose so it's not too harsh. I'll explain that a little bit later. And then my chin is really like my problem area where I have pimples and like just acne scars at this point. So I will spot conceal just a little bit. I'm gonna put concealer on all of my high points, which would include the top of my nose as well. Wow, my concealer is like drying up, guys. That's sad. I'm also gonna put some up here. I also like to touch up like right here under my nose because those spots get really red and irritated. Sometimes that's kind of hard to do because of my nose ring, because my nose ring makes my nose get red. So it's just, it comes with it. Then next, I am going to use, I have a lot of e.l.f. products. I mean, I have other products that I use, like, I use this Morphe brow cream in the color Java to do my brows, but like lately I've been feeling like the more feathery soap brow look. So I have this pencil from e.l.f., which is the Ultra Precise Brow Pencil in the shade Brunette. And I'm kind of mad that I got it in the shade Brunette because, like, as you can see, my hair is pretty dark. And I wouldn't necessarily, I'm brunette, but I'm a very dark brunette. So I might as well have just gotten black. I'm not sure if there's like an in-between tone, but yeah, I should have just stuck with my black. I like to start by like underlining my brow. I have decent brows. Fun fact, my brows were not always decent. They used to be horrible because I think it just popped up in my memories on Snapchat. So like 5 years ago, I went to go get my nails done. I think this was for my birthday. Yeah, it was for my 15th birthday. 5 years ago, I went to the nail shop with my mom to go get my nails done for my birthday. And I needed my eyebrows done. And I was asking my mom, like, can I please get my eyebrows done? Like, I'm 15. My eyebrows have never been like bushy, but you know, I just wanted some eyebrows. I wanted them done. You know, everybody else was getting them done. I'm like, maybe it'll make them, you know, look bigger and better. So she asked the people at the nail salon, she's like, oh, do you guys do eyebrows here? They're like, oh yeah, we do eyebrows, we do eyebrows. So I'm like, okay, cool. I'm gonna get them done at the nail shop. So these people, the first red flag was that it took so long. So I'm sitting in the chair, just very nervous. I'm like, wow, is it supposed to take this long? Like, I don't have that much eyebrow to do, let alone take off. So then the second red flag, which this is the biggest red flag that there was. I feel a pencil, like she's drawing on my eyebrow. I'm like, I didn't know this was part of the process. Like, I didn't know I was getting my makeup done too. So I'm just thinking like, okay, whatever. So after I'm done with that, my mom finishes up her pedicure and I go sit at the spot to like dry my nails. And I pull out my camera, I look on Snapchat, my eyebrows are gone. And when I say gone, I mean like gone. Gone like the wind. Like, get rid of it. Gone. Done. So that was a very rude awakening. And at that point, like, I had no, like, what am I supposed to do now? You know, like, my eyebrows are gone. So I go home and the first thing I do is I get in the shower. So I get in the shower and I get out. Oh, I thought my eyebrows were gone before? Oh, they were. See, look, this brown is like almost like too brown for my hair, but that's okay. We'll fix it up. So yeah, if I thought my eyebrows were gone before, I got some more thinking to do. I got out of the shower, guys. My eyebrows were so gone. Like, they were little skinny lines and they drew it in. I'm thinking they just drew it in to, like, you know, make it look how they wanted it to look. No, they knew they messed up. They knew they messed up and that they had to draw it in to make it look somewhat something. So like I said, I get home, get in the shower, get out, my eyebrows are gone. So I have no choice. Like, at this point, I really don't know. Now I'm going in with the Wow Brow, what is it called? It's just called Wow Brow by e.l.f. in the color Deep Brown. And I think that this is super cool because it looks like it has like little, I don't know if you guys can see, it looks like it has like little hair follicles on the actual brush. You guys probably can't see, but it has like little follicles that probably like come off and like add to the brow. Interesting. So I'm just gonna go in with this over the top. But yeah, moral of the story I was just telling is that my eyebrows have come a long way, and they still are not like what I want them to be. I wish I had like a little bit more brow to work with, but I've learned how to work with the brows that I do have, you know, and I'm grateful because my parents, matter of fact, neither one of them really has any eyebrows. Like when I say any, none. I really did get lucky with getting any brows. So let me be grateful. Oh, I got some under my eye. So this is after I use the little, it's like, it's not eyebrow gel, it's like, I don't know what to call it. It's like tinted eyebrow gel, but it doesn't feel like stiff like gel. I can still like move my eyebrows, but yeah, I really like it. We are going to conceal the brows with the same concealer that I just used. And don't come for me. Well, I wouldn't say I do my brows still like 2016, but I kind of do, kind of don't. I don't know. I'm not all the way into like the complete soap brows, feathered, like see all the, I don't know. I like a thick tail to my brow, if that makes sense. So I'm just going to go under and conceal the bottom of this. Like that. Oh my God. You can see my concealer is like not doing as much as it should be because it's like my skin tone. It's literally like my skin color. I really need to go makeup shopping. I guess I enjoy makeup shopping, but like I don't enjoy spending all that money. And even like the cheap stuff, I don't know. I'm just like, I don't wear makeup that often. So like when I do, I guess it would be nice to have quality, you know? A lot of the makeup, this is the first foundation I ever got, ever. My sister Hallie bought it for me. Where was she living at the time? I think she was still in Michigan, so it wasn't too long ago. But girl, it was a minute ago. I don't think I got that until high school. I think I had to have been in high school. Yeah, so I still have the first foundation that I ever had, my first one. Still with me, I still use it. Like I said, it's more of like my summer shade, so I don't really get to use it in the winter. I actually, guys, you guys are gonna laugh. I use my concealer, or no, my foundation as contour. Like, that's how dark my foundation is on me right now. It was contour. So here, I'm just like starting at like the mid to front of my brow. I don't want to bring the concealer like all the way forward just because I don't like how that looks anymore. I used to do that. I blend it out towards the front just a little bit, but then I bring it more so to the tail of my brow. We are done with concealer. I have my little case of beauty blenders. They stay moist in this plastic, which might not be good. They might be a little moldy. I'm just kidding. I hope they're not moldy. That would be gross. But I'm just gonna take this and pat the concealer right into my skin. This concealer blends like beautifully, which is really nice. See, like that just blended right out. You can tell the difference. I'm also gonna blend the bottom of the eyebrow carving out just to make that look a bit more natural, and use my beauty blender to like really get close to my eyebrow and buff that out. Here you have the concealer all, oh my God, I look like a ghost, boo. Halloween is over, Aria, like, ew. I can't wait till I get my tan back, guys. Like, something's gotta change. So I'm gonna take my e.l.f. putty blush in the shade, I think it's Bali, yep. My e.l.f. Putty Blush in the shade Bali. It's a beautiful tone, I think, for summer, winter, anything. It's more of like a brown. I'm also going to use my primer brush to apply the blush. I just like to apply it like, you know, I like to apply it like into the brow a little bit even. And this blends like a dream. So like it'll look like it's too much at first, but then once you add other products on top of it or even next to it, it just like really blends into your skin like effortlessly, you know? I like to apply it like this, you know, I like to like round the brush. It's giving Monet. Her little swirl, the Refi, is it the Refi swirl? I think so. I look like a ghost. I don't know if it's just the camera, like I'm looking in the mirror and it looks okay, and then I look in the camera, I'm like, ah, hold on. It's not the look I'm going for, but you'll see the finished product. I go over the bridge of my nose as well. And yeah, when I said I do like the, what did I call it? The reverse contour for my nose, as you can see here, I left this little gap of like I put concealer down the middle instead of putting contour on the sides, if that makes sense. So I put concealer up to here and up to here and then in the middle to leave those little lines open of like my natural tone. And I feel like it just gives the slightest bit of contour, but it doesn't do too much. Like I'm not a fan of too much contour on the nose. The face, snatch it. You know what I mean? Like snatch it. But the nose, I like my big nose. I think it's cute. I've actually grown to like it. I didn't used to like it when I was younger. And I feel like there's a lot of things that we feel are too big when we're younger that we end up growing into and liking. Like this is another embarrassing yet fun fact. I used to hate my feet, like having big feet. And mind you, I am 5'10". Like I am not short by any means. So of course I'm gonna have big feet. Like that's just like, duh, Haria, like why wouldn't you have big feet? I used to wear shoes that were too tight for me. I did. I used to wear shoes that were too tight for me so that my feet would look smaller and my feet used to hurt. I'm going in with the e.l.f. Putty Bronzer. I said I'm using a bunch of different products. I have different products. They're not all e.l.f., but I just really like these putty products by e.l.f. And the concealer. So I'm going in with this bronzer to just bronze up a little bit, which we need. I'm applying it with my beauty blender just because I feel like that's how it applies best. I don't know. It's just my opinion. See, we're getting warmer. We're getting warmer. When it comes to like this, like maybe if you guys have any suggestions of like a brush or anything, I kind of want to get that Refi brush just because girl Monet, oh, she sold that. They owe her $1 million. Like she probably sold that out so many times. I haven't necessarily looked. So I like to hit the jawline and make sure, you know, she's looking snap. My cat, what is she over there doing? Leave it alone. Yeah, leave it alone. Okay, so we're looking pretty bronzed up. I really hope the camera is catching what it needs to catch. Let me like fix the lighting maybe? That just made the world. I changed the lighting on my little like LED. I'm mad. Cause now everything's like, lighting makes a huge difference. And that just changed everything. I am finished up with bronzing. Now I'm going to set. I need to get a pressed powder. That's another thing I need to get. I'm using the Airspun powder in the shade Naturally Neutral. I'm gonna take my beauty blender and dab that in the powder and just set my under eye. I like to like pat / drag it across. I think that works well for the way I like my set to look. All right, so now my under eyes are set, and then I'm just gonna take a little bit more setting powder on here, get my chin. I've also had this setting powder for forever, like forever ever. Forever ever? Forever ever? Yeah, forever ever. So now that I'm done setting, I like to wait until I'm done with my powder products, well, at least setting, to put in my brow gel, just because I feel like the brow gel gets all caked up with like setting powder. I don't know, maybe I'm weird. So here I have the NYX brow glue, and I really just run it lightly through my brows, lightly over the top. I think that this also puts like a coating on my brows that makes them look a little bit more full and thick, just because it makes the actual hairs like thicker, you know? I don't know if you guys can tell the difference. Can you? Oh, that's great. My light died all the way now. Okay, we're down to one light. So I hope that, like I said, I hope there's still decent lighting. I am just gonna run this through the other brow. I feel like more girls than not like still don't know how to do like a soft beat on themselves, you know, like a little makeup, little face beat. And I feel like that's just essential for like, I don't know, like going into like womanhood. Like you should be able to do a little something to your face. And if makeup isn't your thing, that's cool too. But I'm saying like if you want to wear makeup, you shouldn't have to always like pay somebody to do your makeup. You know what I mean? Oh, brows are set, face is set. I'm going to go in with, where is it? I'm gonna go in with this Milani blush that I have. It's in the shade Luminoso. I love Milani blushes, Milani highlights, all that. So I'm gonna go in with this Shayna B Miami brush. I've had this brush since I got my makeup too. And just give it a swirl, give it a tap, and just add some of that on there. I just love blush, guys. Like, I really just love blush, like, and what it does. Like, blush is for the girls, okay? I'm a blush girly. Blush on the forehead, blush on the nose, blush on the cheeks, of course. Blush everywhere. Now that I'm done with that, this was also my first bronzer ever. I also have the Your Best Friend bronzer, and I think I might, do I have another one? I don't have that much makeup, guys. Like, I really don't. But this one is Bronze Booster Physicians Formula. She's tired. She's been used for a long time. But I just swirl my brush in here as well and go over where I put the cream bronzer. I will forever love this bronzer, not just because it was my first bronzer, but like it's a good bronzer. Like it gets the job done. Now I also like to, especially in the wintertime when I'm Miss Pale, I like to like bronze my neck a little bit just so my face, I think that my face looks nice like with the color of my skin right now. I don't think it's too bright or too dark, but I just like to make sure that everything mixes in, you know? My kitty. Hey. Hello, my pretty kitty. Is that my pretty kitty? She's so... I'm going to do a layer of setting spray. I use the Pixie Makeup Mist. I definitely inhaled that a little bit. I should really invest in a fan. I'm gonna add that to my Amazon cart like ASAP. Just a cute little, you know. My hands are big enough though. These things work. They can palm a basketball, so they can air dry my setting spray. So for eyes, I'm just gonna keep it super, super simple. I have this little palette. I got this in one of the Ipsy bags when I was subscribed. It's called Pacifica. It's 100% vegan and it's also cruelty free. It comes with this like pink shade. I think it's supposed to be like blush and oh my god, it has a mirror. Guys, I didn't even realize it had a mirror on the back. I've had this for a while. But it has blush and contour in the palette. There's not really any other information on the palette, but it's by Pacifica. So yeah, I like to use these two colors. I'm gonna go in with this brush. What brush is this? Blender Brush 25 EL by Farah. Yeah, whatever that is. Anyways, I like to go in with a little bit of the brown, a little bit of the pink, because this is more like an orangey pink. And then I just take it and put it on my lid. Not in any specific way. I just, you know. Oh, there was definitely brown left on this brush. That's nice. So this is not gonna be the exact of what I was planning, what I was going for, but that's okay. So just a little pinky neutral, you know, nothing too much. I do like eyeshadow on myself. I think eyeshadow is super pretty, like a really bold eyeshadow, but I have not experimented. I feel like I need to experiment with makeup more. You know, I only do makeup when I'm like getting ready for something important, and like I don't have time to experiment and fail, you know, like, but I need to set aside time where I can experiment and fail. That's how you learn, you know, what kind of makeup you like. That's how you learn how to use different makeup tools, all that. So then I'm gonna go in with this. Oh my gosh, this is Milani. I keep like, this is my first highlight palette ever. This isn't embarrassing, this is wholesome. Like, these are my first makeup products ever, and I still have them and I still use them. Like, this is broken off, but the palette has some really pretty, like, you know, neutrals and like sparklies, and it's just cute, you know? That is crazy. I refuse, like, a lot of the times I refuse to buy new makeup. I'm like, what do I need new, like, I got makeup, like, that's funny. So I'm going to go in with this brush, like almond shaped brush, and go into this little white highlight here, and just put that like right underneath the arch of my brow. Just adds a little bit more, you know, shine to the peaks. Like I said, like, you want to put concealer at like the high points of your face, and highlight as well on the high points of your face, just to make them pop, you know? Put a little bit on my nose. I feel like this really, like when I rub it in, it like activates it. I'm gonna give it a little rub. I also, this is one of my tricks, to make my eyes pop, I like to put it in the corner of my eye. Like, you see how that makes this eye pop a little bit more? I like to put highlight right in the middle right here. It's kind of like the same idea as using white eyeliner, but I don't have white eyeliner, so this is what we're going for. I am done with that palette. Then I'm going to take my little highlight brush and which highlight do I want to use? Maybe I'll use this little one. IBY Radiant Glow Highlighter. Not sure, this came in my Ipsy bag as well. So it's really pretty though. It's just like a little subtle little shimmer. So I'm gonna add that to my cheekbones on the high points. Since I just put on the eyeshadow and some highlight, I'm gonna reset my face. I was gonna say I have to remember to breathe out when I spray it. I always breathe in as I'm talking and breathing in the setting spray. I'm going to go in with this lip liner from NYX. It's a matte lip liner in the color Cold Brew. I love this lip liner. I need to sharpen this one too. The other one, I think it was just NYX. I know it was NYX. It was like brown, just like the color brown. So I'm gonna go in and line. just so it's not so harsh. So there you can see the liner is blended out. Then I'm going to go in with this Mary Kay lipstick in the shade Subdued Nude. And I'm just gonna take this so yeah, once I'm done with that, I am going to use, so I have this Juicy Bomb lip gloss from Essence in the shade Casanova. So it's like a brown gloss. So I'm gonna see what this looks like on top. Oh yeah, that's pretty. That's actually really pretty. I don't think I've ever done this lip combo before. That is super pretty. Oh, I just figured out a new lip combo, period. Real bad, real cute, okay. Okay, now I'm going to use the L'Oreal Telescopic mascara. I've seen, I think, is this the one that has a lot of controversy on TikTok? Cause if so, y'all been tripping. Like, it's not that big of a deal. You should know that like some influencers, like, they're gonna lie. Like, you think commercials were the, like, how do I put this? Influencers are the new commercials. Like, influencers can reach such a personable crowd, which equals more, you know, higher sales for that product or for that brand. So that's the new commercials. Like, no, who watches commercials anymore? Who watches cable? My mama watches cable, but like, you know, she's probably interested in what they show on commercials. Like, people our age probably are not. So, I think it was about like Michaela, that one influencer. They were saying how she like had false eyelashes on in her video. Like, if y'all don't leave that girl alone, mind your business. Mind your business. Ew, my face. My face looks crazy when I do makeup. So, okay, here the lashes are with the mascara. I'm gonna do a little bit of bottom lash mascara, just a little bit, just to like not leave them naked, you know? This is the final look. I think it's super pretty. I really, guys, I'm in love with this lip combo. Like, can we get into it? Can we get into it, please? It's like the perfect nude. Like, is it not? I really like all parts of my makeup. The contour turned out good, the blush, the everything. So yeah, if you missed any products that I use in the video and you're wondering what products they are, just comment below and ask. Like I said, I'm not a makeup guru. I want to make a TikTok as well, because I know this video got a little bit extensive because I told some stories and whatever, but I want to make a TikTok, like a short little makeup tutorial of what I do as well, so stay tuned for that. Happy May Friday. I'm glad that we're back in the routine of posting videos and talking to you guys. So yeah, so like I said, subscribe to stay tuned for more. There's more content coming, gym content, beauty content, fashion content, everything. So yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. Happy May Friday.